All right, so this #1 featherweight contender is no stranger to this setting. Tonight, though, he believes he's just a much better version of himself and finally has the goods and the chops to actually be a world champion.
Sometimes you get there, Johnny, you're just not ready. It's not easy to become the best in the world. The first time this man got here, he was a great fighter. He was good, but he just wasn't ready to be the best in the world. He said that the moment he got back home, he went to work to improve. He feels like all the improvements were made, and tonight he's the best featherweight the UFC has.
And it does seem as though we have taken two-way action on this fight, but a lot of people believe in the challenger, and I'm not just talking about his coaches. We'll see how it goes tonight. Well, you want to talk about a guy who has taken the sport by storm. Enter Zabit Magomedsharipov. I don't think we have enough buttons on the controller to do everything this guy does in the cage.
No, you can't even button mash some of the techniques that Zabit has in his arsenal. But the problem with preparing for Zabit is that you can't prepare for Zabit because there is no pattern. There is no rhyme or reason to what he's doing. Just look to the modified knee bar to get against Brandon Davis to finish that fight, to some of the other fantastic performances he has. It's almost like you're staring on the barrel of a tested Algebra 10, which doesn't even exist when you're trying to prepare for Zabit.
Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. All right, now we bring you the tail of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Makwan, Mr. Finland Amirkhani. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Zabit Magomedsharipov.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go. It doesn't get much bigger than this. 5 rounds if needed for the UFC Featherweight Championship of the world.
What a beautiful high kick that landed there.
All right, so there it is. First takedown of the fight, and on the first attempt, no less. Did you expect a little bit more resistance from the kickboxer there?
A little bit, because he was so sure that he could defend these takedowns. That confidence came from the practice room. But once again, it's one thing to do it in practice opposed to doing it under the lights. This wrestler is next level. Oh, right into mount.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Magomedsharipov. Heel hook looks tight.
Oh, yeah, it's a fight here.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
The dude got out, and now he's attacking. This is crazy.
Oh, looked like he might succumb to the submission there. Wasn't having it. Nice escape back to his feet.
Oh, my goodness, what a kick.
We march on, 3 minutes to go.
Big shot lands for both guys.
Oh, good block there.
That was a nice takedown, yes.
Amirkhani's in half guard now.
Now he's going full mount. He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. That's in pretty deep.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Nice defense. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. All right, so the fighter's able to reverse position on the ground, and now he's got the dominant position.
Yeah, what a great job recognizing that once he got the reversal, he went right to his offense. He didn't wait, John. He did a good job of while his opponent goes, oh my goodness, I lost the position. He said, no, we're not done. I'm gonna get to a dominant position myself.
Nice positional control here. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Makwan Amirkhani. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Can't get a good awareness by the defensive fighter. Round 2 straight ahead.
All right, take a seat for me, bud. Deep breath. Let's get that heart rate down. All right, you with me? Good. Beautiful round. You definitely won that round.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Second round here. Nice hook there by Zabit Magomedsharipov. Going for a single leg takedown here. That is usually his takedown attempt of choice, and works out for him.
Absolutely. He is comfortable. He is home when he's in on a single leg.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Zabit Magomedsharipov getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. All right, so from being dominated to in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Magomedsharipov is able to transition back to side control now.
He let him step over to the crucifix.
Magomedsharipov's trying for a Kimura here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe. Right to the knee on belly. He's postured up. He's landed big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom or the fight's gonna get stopped. There it is. Now he's going to mount. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Magomedsharipov back inside control here.
In the half guard. Getting him out here. Got to be careful here.
Ground and pound strike there now. All right, round 3 coming up next.
Listen, it's the control and the ground that's going to miss out. You cannot handle you on the ground. You are controlling every aspect of the ground.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
Ready. Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio. Nice.
Amirkhani gets the takedown. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Amirkhani. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Magomedsharipov. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Magomedsharipov's back in full mount. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a loss. And now he's got the back. Nicely done. All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option. Yeah, he's trying to get to the darce here. That darce is tight. He's got it locked in.
Oh, he cleared it, and he got it.
He cleared the leg, got to his back, and now he's out of that darce choke.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Amirkhani's back to the side control now. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
Stop!
Okay, man, listen up. You lost that round. You need to refocus. If he takes you down, you gotta get back up. Don't just hang out there in the guard. Get back.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it.
Ready.
He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets the finish he wants so bad.
All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be hard. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Oh, nice double leg, yes. Oh, right into mount. That was a slick transition.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's
Right.
very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh.
Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Makwan Amirkhani. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Amirkhani. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, he's trying to land effective strikes.
Oh, might be able to get his leg here, and he does. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything wrong to allow for himself to get subbed.
10 seconds remaining in round 4. Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
Everything you got.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, which you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Keep the pressure on. Everything's landing.
Oh, beautiful technique on that straight punch.
Good jab there by the champ.
Big left hand there inside.
Oh, guillotine here. Yup, that guillotine's deep.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position. Oh, nice headlock. That is tight. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Oh, great submission defense. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Looks like he's got the sub locked in tight now. Ooh, strong grip on the arm.
Look at him with all that pressure starting to tighten.
Oh, he's out. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
especially if you're just running the guy over. John, and he just gets up.
Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive front.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. A series of punches from the top here by Magomedsharipov.
Great job landing from the top position.
Magomedsharipov eye is starting to swell shut. Under a minute now to go in this one. All right, side control now. Magomedsharipov back to the north-south position now. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Makwan Mr. Finland Amirkhani.
So how about it? We got a new UFC featherweight champion, and you weren't even looking at your phone. You saw the whole thing.
I saw the whole